Hey guys, today I've got a little something special planned for you. Today we are going to take a tour of Stormtrooper Ninja's studio. And then I'm going to show you the big project I've got planned for this winter when it's snowy and icy out and I just can't ride. So stick around and check it out. Okay guys, so this is where the magic all happens, for the most part, anyway. I do a lot of recording right here, and I do all my editing down here. So this is my basement, and I've got it kind of commandeered, at least half of it. So anyway, I'm just gonna start at one end and we'll just work our way back. So this is kind of where I keep all my camera gear. So I've got lenses and cameras and, you know, what have you. I've got a lot of my action cam stuff is right there. Down here is like, you know, more camera bags, more camera gear. So this whole thing here is just pretty much camera gear. Sump pump, because you gotta have one of those where I live. And if you haven't figured it out yet, guys, I have a thing for Star Wars. So I have a lot of fun down here. This is kind of like my little gaming room, and you got it, you know. So anyway, I got my little dorm fridge here where I keep some beverages and pop and beer and water and whatever else. I spend quite a bit of time right here. You can see I have a video up right now I'm editing, probably this one. And hold on, just went out again. So this is my editing machine. This used to be my gaming rig. It's a pretty decent machine. It's an i7. I've got a ton of RAM in it and an okay video card that does just fine for this kind of stuff. Got a bunch of Star Wars memorabilia lining my desk. There's my trusty Mac. I used to use it quite a bit for editing, but now I pretty much just use it for browsing and a bunch of other little things. And then down here is my mixer. This is one of my mixers that I use for an audio interface for when I stream. That's running into this little guy right here, this DBX 286S, which is a basically an effects noise gate and stuff, which makes this microphone sound really good. There's my gaming rig. This is the most powerful machine I have down here. i7, 32 gigs of RAM, GeForce 1080 for anybody that cares. So, and that's the gaming monitor I use. Oh, I should point out that this monitor here is a 4K monitor, 10-bit. It's a BenQ. It's beautiful. If you're looking for a good editing monitor, this is it. It's very reasonably priced, and I highly recommend it. This monitor over here is just a 1080p monitor that I use for gaming, which is adequate for streaming. It's nothing special. And over on this side of the desk is where I have my racing rig set up. So I do a little iRacing, and so this is where I do it at. Stupid, I gotta fix this on my camera because it's just very annoying. Anyway, it's just like a 32-inch TV that I've got mounted to the wall, and it sticks right in front of my steering wheel and my racing chair. It's pretty cool. I haven't been using it a lot lately because of all the construction that's been going on in my house, but anyway, if you have any questions about it, you know, put something down in the comments and I'll try to address it. But this is good times right here. Waiting to get an Oculus or a HTC Vive so I can do the VR version. So over here I've got a bunch of cabinets that I store stuff in, you know, just extra I got extra switches and keyboards and stuff I need from time to time. This one's not too organized, so. And then up here, that's a frame slider right there, or excuse me, it's not a frame slider, that would be a camera slider. And I use that for getting those panning shots like I did on my review of the Ninja 650 at the beginning. It's really handy to get a smooth slide when you're trying to make it look nice. And then over on this side, I'll get around to that other stuff here in a second, guys. This is my home network. So this is what I do for a living, by the way. I am an IT guy and I work in networking. And so you'll see up here all of that's a camera that's watching my office. And then I've got all the wires from the house that are coming in to this point. And they come down this post and into this rack where they're all terminated. And I'm sure I can see what I'm looking at here. In here is all the network connections in my whole house come into here. And then these white ones over here, these are all the power over Ethernet things, our cameras and our access points, etc. And then under there is like a big switch that is really good if you're interested. I use all Ubiquiti equipment here, and it is really awesome if you want in a little bit more advanced home network. Down here is my router. That thing is ridiculous. It is so fast. Cable modem, and then that is what they call a cloud controller. That is where I manage the whole network. And then on the bottom is a NAS, which is network attached storage. That's where I store all my video files, all my photographs, everything that I have that's important. I back them up there and then I dump them out to the cloud later. So on this rack here, well, I'm sorry if the camera's shaking all over the place, guys. This is really not going exactly the way I hoped it would. I have to keep turning the back screen on the camera. I keep shutting off. So anyway, here's where I like to keep boxes to my rigs. Sometimes I build machines for my friends or I help them, and we kind of keep track of all this stuff, keep our boxes, and so if we ever sell the stuff, we have this stuff to go back in. But some extra network equipment, my camera, boxes. Over here is like some of the audio and video equipment that I have too. So for those of you who are wondering what I'm looking at, so this is kind of the reverse what I'm seeing. Here, let me show you. This will be easier. So right, so when I'm standing on this side of the desk, so you can see I'm staring down at this big 27-inch monitor so I can see where I'm standing and what things are going to look like, whether or not I'm in focus. And you can see the sound meter, because up here is my, there's my Audio-Technica AT875R, which is just a great mic that I use. That's a shotgun mic, and I run that into this mixer that's down here, and then that mixer runs into my camera. So I've got a couple of little studio lights, some cheapos I got off Amazon. I'll put links in the description for all this stuff, guys, in case anybody cares. And back here then is where my camera is set up on the tripod. This is the Nikon 3300. It is really a pretty good camera for video. I kind of like it better than my D500, mostly because I have a power supply for it down here that I just kind of stick to the tripod, and I can leave it on all the time and I don't have to worry about batteries. So the D500 is capable of 4K, but I don't shoot with it that often because I don't want to worry about batteries when I'm in the middle of doing something. So, and then there's the other light. It's over there, and then I've got this cabinet that is a little more organized. Of course, I can't open it because anyway, there you go. So I've got all my stuff in tubs. You know, I keep everything pretty organized so that when I need something, I can find it. I keep tools in here, some miscellaneous stuff, a lot of extra computer parts. When I'm building things, you need those kind of items. So, and it's kind of in a crappy place right now because well, that's where I have the studio set up. So anyway, guys, here's kind of a wide view of the whole thing. And it's not much, but it's mine. And this is where I do all of my work. So if you have any questions about it, let me know. And next we're gonna go upstairs and I'll show you the garage and my big project that I've got lined up. Okay guys, I thought I'd start in this garage. I've got two. I've got this little one. This is where my son parks his car, and that's his motorcycle. And this is where normally I do all the work to vehicles and stuff like that. So this garage is great, but it's really too small to get anything done. And so I am going to move things elsewhere. So this is going to be my winter project. I'm gonna make some space for a shop. Dog out. Come on, Bubba. It's my doggy. That's Dexter. Say hi, Dexter. No? Okay. Anyway, this is the garage we had built a couple years ago, and we've been remodeling a bunch of stuff in the house, and so this is where kind of all the stuff has landed. But I am going to this is kind of a better look at it. So that corner back there is going to be where I put a big workbench, which is going to go down this wall and down this wall to the window. And I'm going to drywall this out here. I'm going to get electrical out here. I'm going to get my network out here. I'm going to have all the comforts of my basement out here, and this is going to be kind of a secondary or maybe even a primary studio space for me. It should be collapsible enough so when we need to park the cars in here, we can do that, but there's plenty of room out here. This is a kind of an oversized two-car garage, so I intend to take advantage of every square inch of this. I spent some time running power out here. You can see my new box that I got out here. I ran some power out here, and I'm gonna get power in first through here, the pop fridge. And then once I have power in here, I'm gonna get networking run out here. I'm gonna insulate this garage, and then I'm going to start drywalling it. So anyway, this is what I'm gonna do this winter when I can't ride. I'm going to work on this garage, and I'm going to make a new home for the Ninja. So I'm going to see about getting a pneumatic lift out here as well, and then I should have a really nice space to do work on the bike, and I can do some more how-tos, and I have a bunch of stuff planned with another YouTuber, which I'm not going to disclose right now. And I think it's going to be really, I think it's going to be very interesting. So anyway, guys, that is what I've got coming up this fall. It's going to be a multi-part video that I do. And until the weather turns, I'm not going to really bother too much with it. But anytime I work on this, I am going to record it. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that or what format I'm going to do that in, but I will figure it out, I assure you, and we will go from there. So anyway, I want to say thank you to everybody for all the words of encouragement after the My Too Old video. That was pretty interesting. And a real big shout out to KawaKouple, who put a very nice video up this morning showcasing my channel. And I just want to say, guys, I really appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed to them, they are awesome. Please go subscribe to their channel, because they just are a really fun couple, and really, to me, embody the spirit of what this is all about. So have a look. I'll put a link to their channel in the description, and go check them out. Anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you again for all the support I've had getting this channel going. And if there's any particular content you'd like to see, let me know down in the comments. If you have any questions about any of the items that you saw in this video, leave those down in the comments as well. I do make every effort I can to answer every single comment that comes in, and I will continue to do that as long as I can. As the channel grows, I imagine that will get harder and harder to do. But thanks a ton, guys, and as always, thank you for watching.